It's been a while. And I'm so happy to be back with you all. I'm so happy, friends. It's been a while. I haven't posted in so long, and thank you for being so patient with me. I have been posting over on Instagram and TikTok, but to be honest, I haven't had the energy or time because I've been working so much with clients to post and share the videos that I want to share and create the content I want to create. But I'm really excited to today dive into some beautiful content with you all and just share some beautiful pieces of our lives. Today is the first day of spring for me. In a sense, it's the first day that I don't have on the agenda working with multiple clients in multiple places, and so that's really special. It's been a full year of just go. So I was looking forward to this day on the calendar for a very long time. We're shifting into a new journey with our family that I'm going to be working a lot less, and that is such a blessing because I've been doing this for 13 years and the burnout is real, and we'll chat about that later in pieces. But basically I've just been pulling myself back a little bit and realizing what I can and can't do. So anyways, I am excited to share today with you all. I have so many fun projects. My inner child is so excited she's giddy because my workspace has been packed to the brim with all of these projects I wanted to share with you all, and we haven't even got to any of them. So today we're going to do that, and I'm really excited because we're also going to do a garden update. We have so much to update you all. My husband and I have been working really hard on our postpartum garden. That garden is specific for my postpartum practice. It has yarrow, calendula, lavender, sage, I think I said yarrow, and it has arnica, different herbs that I use for postpartum. But I noticed that I really do need some garden bed that's focused on like wild flowers, because I cut a lot of flowers for clients and I'm always foraging them in our neighbors' yards, and our neighbors are so kind, and our yard has some beautiful flowers too, but I wanted specific like wildflowers. So I bought a garden bed. We installed that all day Sunday. It was quite a bit of work. We actually had a friend come over and help us work on the soil because our soil is very heavy with clay. So the clay makes things really difficult and super hard. I mean, my back actually really hurts still from all the digging we did because there's just so much work that needs to be done, and it is heavy work. I'm going to show you some of the projects we're going to do today. I do want to work on our front door. I ordered some new pillows. I don't know if I'm going to put them there, but I am thinking about it. I did order this beautiful basket that I want to hang on our door. It's very light, so it won't create any problems. And then I want to get some dried lavender and fill it up with some beautiful French lavender. My lavender is not tall enough and I didn't dry it yet, so we can't do that yet, but maybe the years to come we'll always fill it up with like the rosemary or whatever we have from the garden. So I want to run out to Trader Joe's. They have some beautiful French lavender. If they don't have lavender, then the next thing we could do is cut some rosemary. So I might come back home and end up doing the rosemary anyways, but we'll pop over to Trader Joe's and grab some flowers. I just got to install that first. I also got a bunch of seeds for my garden bed. So today we're going to put all of these beautiful seeds. This one's from my hometown. It's a garden that's in my hometown, and it was really special growing up. So my mom brought me these back. I'm going to keep the little like wrapper because it's so special. And then I also grabbed, also the same day, which is so funny, same day my mother-in-law gave me these as a gift. So it's kind of serendipitous. Both moms gave me flowers. And then love seeds over fresh flowers. And then I got these wildflowers. This one is a California poppy, which my neighbor said that these do really well, so I need to get these out. And our area loves, California, but this area specifically grows so well. And then the wildflowers, this is a California native wildflower mixture, so hopefully that will do really well. This one has white yarrow, Chinese houses, California poppy, bird's eye. It has lots of lupine in there, baby blue eyes, I've never heard of this, California bluebells, blue-eyed grass. I'm excited to try that, so we'll see how these do. There's a bunch more in here. And then I also got another pack, which I already planted some, but it's a butterfly mix and bee mix. So I got things that are more native. This brand I've actually never seen, but it's from California, so we'll see how it does. It's from Sun Valley, so we'll see how these seeds do. You never know. But I thought that was really sweet, so we're going to do that. do a little gardening today, so I'm excited for that. While we're doing gardening, I've been on a Greek salad fix, so I'm going to share it with you all, this Greek salad that I'm obsessed with. The dressing is so good. I'll put the information below so you can all try it. And then I also want to try doing a board that can go on our wall. So I do want to install, I have a bunch of beautiful wall pieces I want to install, and I'm going to be doing that in a series of probably more videos, but I wanted to work on this today. So putting this is it's like a little push pen board that's made of linen. I want to put that up on my wall because I have a lot of beautiful things that I want to put on there. And I got some dried flowers that maybe we could do something with those in here. So a lot of projects to be had, and the main reason why I'm getting my home ready at this level is because we're having our 3rd annual garden party. We do that every year as our garden grows. So we're having our 3rd one. So we've been here for 3 years after we had this one. So it's really special. So anyways, we're going to get to some fun projects, and I'll keep you posted about my life updates along the way. But I thought it would be super fun to just take you along for the journey with me. I hope that we have some fun. So let's get started. Okay, there's so much on this table. It's kind of ridiculous, but I have been sharing, or have been saving like little pieces that are just really inspiring for me right now that I'm really enjoying. This is from like a pair of my dream boots. My inner child would have screamed right now. The little me would have screamed. So I want to put that up. I have these dried flowers, which are actually for a party that we're going to be having, but that garden party, but I still want to use a few of them. I think they'd be really special to celebrate spring. And then of course I have this beautiful linen board, which I want to do more with that. That will be really fun to just put that up and get that looking really special on the wall. I got these fabric swatches from a linen company that was so kind to send them over to me. I'm taking these fabric swatches and putting them on this board too, and making it just like really colorful. So there's that. I have the clothes I'm wearing today are from LA Relaxed. So I like to put this, like pieces of this cute catalog on. I just like to cut it up. I think it's so adorable, and I love everything about their brand. I'll link them down below because they're just lovely and made with a lot of natural materials. So I like to cut that up and put that on there. And I've been saving from gifts from friends from my favorite farm. They've been giving me these little pouches, so I want to hang those on there. And then I also have these little cute push pens, so we could use those. I thought we could do a fun inspiration board for me. I have a couple of these beautiful pieces. Like I said, I've been saving for a while now. Like this is from our neighborhood, and this is really pretty. I've saved that over the years, or over the spring, over the years. I've saved that, and it's just really sweet. My client wrote these little thoughtful things for me, so I thought I could add these pieces. So yeah, and then some dried flowers. So anyways, that's what I'm thinking of doing, and then I'll add a couple other things. But let me grab some scissors. I think I'm gonna, actually I might not even use scissors. I want to cut this up and make some of this the background too. But we'll see. there's that. That was a couple springs ago. This was a couple springs ago. And this is this year. Or home. And then this is last year. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see that? Kind of. You can kind of see the reflection of the camera and me. Anyway, so I'm thinking about putting all 4 of these up on the wall and then putting this piece up there too. So I think I need to remove a bunch of stuff and put this all up on the wall and get this going, because I think it's just gonna drive me crazy until we do it. So let's just get this, you know, office looking good, get it where I want it to be. So the office feels pretty complete. I feel really happy about how it's looking. It feels very joyful, and I feel like there's more cohesiveness of like my website and what I offer on Instagram and in sessions. And then now I feel like my office looks a little bit more polished, so that's really exciting. Actually, I'm making a salad, and I'll show you how to make this salad. I love it so much. I've had it so many times. I feel like I've had it 100 times this week. Probably have, but I was also thinking while I was over here looking at what I'm gonna have for lunch, this adorable, I say adorable because it's my piece of art, but it's our home. I made this when I was, you know, I was not my most creative headspace a couple weeks ago, working so much, and this just gave me hope for spring. So I'm thinking of taking this beautiful piece, and I was gonna use a command little strip and put it back here, because this, or maybe we'll keep that showing, but that we never really use. But I was thinking maybe like right here. I don't know if you can see that, but right here, kind of close to our coffee machine. We're always over in this space. And I have these baskets from last spring that I really love from World Market, so maybe it'd be cute back there, but we'll get to that. But let me show you how to make my favorite salad right now. It's so simple. I'm gonna put the recipe in the description below so that you can all make it, because it's so yummy. It's great for spring. But of course, you know, love my warm healing foods along with a good salad. So not just a salad girl for sure, because I like warm things, but let me show you quickly how to make this yourself. So I already prepped the salad last night, so I thought we could put that in a big salad bowl. I've been just like eating out of this big bowl. I don't even know where it's from, honestly. I think it was my mom's a long time ago when I lived with her when I was a teenager. I don't know where this is from, so that's that. So I made the salad last night, and it already has quite a bit of feta and quite a bit of greens. Well, let's start with the greens first. So I made it with kale. The recipe calls for kale. I made it with baby greens last night because that's just what we have. I already chopped up the dates, so it has dates in it, which again, I'm not a dates kind of person, let alone put it in a salad. And I added olives, which aren't in the recipe, and carrots because we were out of cucumber. But then, surprise, surprise, this morning I found where the cucumbers were. My husband prepped a bunch. He chopped a bunch for us to have for the week. So thankful for that. So that's in there. And then I have some sweet potato I was going to add. The recipe doesn't call for sweet potato, but I tend to put sweet potato in a lot of salads for carbohydrate. Again, I'm a soup kind of person and I like warm foods, but if I am going to have a salad, it better have some type of carbohydrate and a really great root vegetable in there. So I'll do that. And then I'm going to add some cucumber. Man, I really wish that I recorded more of my winter foods because I made so many soups, you guys. I could have shared so many recipes, I did not have the time or space to create videos, but so much there could have been shared. I put some cucumbers in there, and then I'm a big believer, my favorite food in the whole world is Greek food, like Mediterranean food, so more feta the better. So I'm gonna put more feta in there. Yes, I'm using a steak knife. I'm too lazy to get out all of our other knives. We'll just use that because it's already here. That's been my go-to lately, is making a big batch of quinoa and then having it for the rest of the week to kind of throw in things and on top of salads. So I'll add some of the quinoa on top, like that. And then this is dirty, I'll put it. And then I have the feta, which is very exciting. Love some good feta. This feta is not to share with anyone else, so I'm gonna put my hands in it because this one's my feta. Put some more on top because you can never. And of course you hear the pitter patter of our little wiener dogs because our dogs love feta. It's like one of their favorite things. Feta and sauerkraut. Funny enough, they love sauerkraut, and that's because it's one of my favorite foods ever. And then this is the dressing that I made. It's Dijon, lemon, maple syrup, apple cider vinegar, a little dill. Well, there's a random piece of dill floating in there, salt and pepper, and I think there's something else in there, but I can't remember. But we're obsessed. We put it on everything. I'm not a salad dressing person, so keep that in mind. But this is amazing and a big fan. Love, love, love it. Wow, I almost got that on my shirt, and I would have been so sad today. So that's our amazing salad. Oh boy, lavender everywhere. This is for another day, but I bought this birdhouse, and fun fact, I think I'm going to keep it. I was going to return it, but I think about it every single day, and it makes me so sad to get rid of this beautiful birdhouse hotel. And it's my favorite color. Do you see a resemblance to all of the greens? Anyways, olive green, all of the greens. Anyways, I think we're going to keep it. I can't get rid of it, guys, but I will return. I accidentally purchased 3 tablecloths. They're outdoor tablecloths for our outdoor space, but I bought 3. We only need 2. Sip on while we're working in the garden. Yum. I got some lovely gems at Trader Joe's. They had all of the French lavender I ever wanted. I actually had to kind of like look around for them, but I asked someone and they spotted them. They were behind like the dried flowers. So if you're at Trader Joe's and you can't find the French lavender, it's behind all of the dried flowers. It's usually, I thought it had its own spot, but they usually just put them all together. Anyways, I got some hyacinths, which I love these. I love anything that comes out of a bulb. They're gorgeous. So I'm thinking about putting a couple of these in the house. And then maybe some, I got this beautiful, my client gifted this to me, and she put a bulb in there and it did bloom, the most beautiful flower ever, but that was in the winter, so we're past that. And I tried to preserve the bulb, but it didn't work for me. So let me know if you want to put any information below about, write me a comment, because I don't know how to preserve them properly. Anyways, I'm going to add these little friends here. This was extra floppy, so I hope it's not too waterlogged. But I was thinking about doing something like this and then maybe one of these in the bathroom, because I don't think, yeah, no, they're not going to all fit in there. So maybe something like that, or maybe I'll switch out. Let's see if I can switch out this one for one that's a little taller. Yeah, let's do that. And I'll add some water. So we have that one done, and that's going to be really lovely to put in our kitchen. So I'm excited to have that one out. And then I'll add a little water to this. And then I'll have this beauty in by the sink, which is fun. I love having some flowers by the sink. The aroma is intoxicating. It's so beautiful. What is it about flowers that just makes it so special for the season? I did buy a lot of this eucalyptus. I buy it every year, or I buy it every season. So we are fresh out of our usual. Actually, I might be able to leave that. Yeah, I'll just leave that on there, because sometimes actually maybe I won't. I never know if I like the way things look. They're too together. Anyways, I will fill this jug up. This eucalyptus in here. Isn't it so sweet how eucalyptus leaves, especially these ones, because some, obviously they all look different. I don't know the different types. I'm still learning. We had a lot of eucalyptus in our wedding. We had it like woven into twinkly lights and such. So the scent is just very nostalgic. But isn't it so beautiful how these were created? I don't know if you can see that, but the leaves are little hearts. And that just makes me so happy to see. So beautiful. Like, so intelligently made. Anyways. Okay, so I'm going to put this in here. Let's see what we're going to... I think the other one I'm going to put in the bathroom, because I love a good eucalyptus in the bathroom. So I got my drinky drink. I'm so excited to have this beautiful little coconut water. Fun fact, coconut water has so many minerals in it. I love it. Our beautiful hyacinths, which just don't they look so happy? I think there's enough water in there. Yeah, I hope there's enough water. They look so happy. Anyway, so this is what we're going to do. I'm going to put this on our front door. I'm thinking about, I have a command hook going. I've had it up there for like 3 hours, so hopefully it's set now. I know you're supposed to wait like 24 hours sometimes for certain textures, but we're going to try it. And then I have the French lavender outside because it's quite messy, but I'm going to put that on the door, put the French lavender inside, and we'll see how it goes and how long it lasts. But I thought I could refresh it every single season, so do like a summer edition, a fall, a winter, and maybe that will just kind of brighten up our front door. But let me show you what we're working with. Our patio space is it's just like shaping up. It's looking so sweet. I wanted to give you all a little peek of our garden, what we've done so far. So the postpartum herbs that we're going to purchase are going to come. We're going to go get them on Saturday, but today I wanted to plant a bunch of the fun florals that are just fun to cut and have for postpartum clients. So hopefully I don't regret doing this many flowers, but I thought, you know, plant as many and see how many grow. And there's some updates and some things that I want to add in the future, but we're just waiting. We can't get it all done, obviously, so quickly, and we need time and money, so we're going to take our time with it. But I did want to show you a few things and get your input. So we did install this beautiful trellis. We actually built it in our living room while watching a movie, and then put it outside. We made sure to really dig it deep in the ground. Nothing's going to move, including this, because the clay soil is so heavy duty and so strong. And then I put some bird houses on it because I thought it was really sweet, because our area is so heavy with birds. We hear them all day long, so hopefully birds have an extra home, but I'm sure they're happy in their trees. Just giving them extra options. But I got these little cute ones that I thought that looked very, very Swedish, you know, just very cutesy. And then on the trellis, we planted 2 different plants to help grow up at their vines. So let me show you them. Juniper, our dog, is gonna walk by, but these are our 2 garden beds. This one is the one that I purchased 2 years ago, and it's warped. It's been out in the sun, you know, went through all the summers up here, and we're in more of a deserty climate, so keep that in mind. And then this one is the brand new one, total different colors, total different styles. This is a floating shelf. This one had a floating one too, but it just, like, the wood separated and never could stay together. I don't know, it's a mess. But we have some seed out for the birds just in case. I don't have a bird bath yet or a bird feeder, but we will. These are the vines that we chose for our yard. We picked this vine that's a bougainvillea, which we're gonna put, or it's gonna grow up. So we have all the ties to make sure it grows properly. And then over here, we have our potato vine, which I'm really excited because this potato vine is white. So I thought the white and then the reddish pink fuchsia and then the purple back there would just be a really pretty explosion of color. And then in here, I'm thinking about doing our flowers. I haven't decided which one, but I think this one, because it gets more sun, will be the flowers, and this will be more like the postpartum herbs that can get, they like a little bit of sun and shade, so maybe we'll do something like that. And then yeah, so hopefully that will grow and be extra happy, extra full, and just be a nice little haven for birds. We also are planning on doing a second trellis at our front of our yard, but I'll show you what that looks like in a little bit. So here is the yarrow that we've been growing. It was a tiny baby last year, and it's really taken off. I probably will plant it into the ground soon because it needs more space for sure, but it's just hanging out in this pot for now. It just likes this location, and there's no ground over here. So, you know, that's the problem, is that our space is built with a little bit less ground, which I think they're princess something. They look like they're on their way out, but you know, we shall see, to be determined. Hopefully they still live, but there was another plant here. It just didn't make it. This little area is hard. We have our fire pit over here, still trying to decide what fire pit area we could create. I love the fragrance of these flowers. I don't know the name of them, but they are so fragrant in the spring, and Juniper likes to run against them, so she smells like them. That's lovely. These look like paper to me, like literally floating paper. It's one of the happiest things to me to see these in the spring, and when it rains it's so pretty because it like drops on them. They're like little pieces of floating paper, and they just kind of fold with the rain. That's so pretty. So here's some of the lavender that we planted, and then our vine is growing really well on our fence. I'm not going to show you fully everything, but it's so beautiful because I just don't want to share our street area. But this is some Spanish lavender and some French lavender grown side by side. They need friends. We have all of our patio furniture covered up right now, but except this one table, which we don't really care too much about what happens to that table. Oh, I think Amazon's here. I was looking for a picture frame, so hopefully they're delivering that, but our dogs are gonna go crazy. And the elm trees are doing so good. Let me show you. We have one elm tree on our property, and we have a second elm tree, and they're just huge. All winter they're like sticks, and then all of a sudden March 1st they're in full bloom, and they stay like that all summer. Over here we did have this avocado tree is growing so big. There was plans to put a lime tree here, but that didn't happen, and I think I'm glad we didn't, because I want to make a path from So this slab of concrete is our back patio. It's kind of divided. So you have this space, and then you walk across and you have this space, and then you have all of our ground, or it goes around our house. So the problem I see is that when it rains, the dogs, oh yeah, there's more projects we need to do. All of the balls from the dogs end up, the fluff goes everywhere. It's not good for the environment. So I am trying to figure out what to do with the ground here. I would like to do pavers or some type of squared off pathway, so when I have visitors it can be a lot easier to like walk across, because the alternative is, and what I do a lot is, we have our house here, our porch here, and then I just do this thing where if it's raining really hard, I catwalk here to here and jump over. See what I mean? So this gap here needs to be fixed, and we are trying to figure that out right now. It's a little awkward, but I mean, makes sense because we were going to put plants in here, but now I'm like, can we just extend that? So we'll see. We might add a little bit more space. I was thinking stepping stones, but if my family's visiting and we have food in our hands and we're walking across, it might be tricky. Over here is Juniper's ball. We have more lavender. It was on sale at Home Depot, so we did a big, huge lavender shop. And then this poor arnica here, we did plant it, but we'll see if it actually does good. It was happy in my planter box, but I wasn't watering it enough, and last week it just shriveled to nothing. More lavender. Again, we'll see. The lavender does really good on the bank on the outside, but I'll show you what that looks like, but it's not, we'll see how it's doing in here. And then I purchased this one. I think it's something rock. I can't remember right now. We have my rue. We have our calendula, which looks really sad. There is this one. I think it's called a pink rice or rice something. Supposedly it's going to grow really, really tall. So that's going to be really nice to have that height to just kind of keep our porch more, private. And then this is the lavender I was talking about earlier that was in my planter box. So excited for how the planter or the garden bed did so well with like making this little space for such beauty to grow. So now she's over there doing her own thing. And then we just have what's going on here. So I'm really excited. Now let's get into doing the seeds. Let's start planting. I'm really excited to get busy and see how these beautiful plants do. did so many things. We worked on my office, hung so many goodies, made it so sweet, so cute. Then we worked on the front door, putting that beautiful basket with the lavender, installed that just to make it a nice little welcome home after a long work day and a welcome in as a friend. We worked on our garden, which was quite a bit of work previously that we did last Sunday, but it was great to just do those last fun sprucing, added the wildflowers, worked on just making sure the sunflowers were planted, and got some, little to-dos out there done that were important for me. I also worked on the guest bathroom, or our powder room. We've been wanting to put up something that's very special to us up, and my husband has saved this beautiful poster from Modest Mouse for many years, and I love it. So I was really excited that we could put that in there and have a special touch in our powder bathroom. And then also I was able to just do a nice little quick tidy, not on the video, but did a quick tidy. But thankfully the electricity's back on, so I'm gonna go take a hot shower. We have some things we have to do tonight and go out and see friends, so that will be really beautiful. But I'm just so happy that we could share this time together like I always do. I'm gonna put the recipe below. That earlier I made that salad, and I can't wait to cook more with you all. I'm planning on doing that for sure, and I can't wait to share more about our beautiful little cottage, and we just hope that you come back and get extra cozy with us. So I will talk to you soon. I hope you're doing well. Bye.